Are you looking for the 5 best routers Xfinity on Amazon in 2022? In this video, we will look at some of the top best routers Xfinity on Amazon on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description for each product mentioned, so make sure you check those out to see which is in your budget range. Starting at number 5. TP-Link RT-AX50 Wi-Fi Router. The TP-Link RT-AX50X3000 is the router I recommend for you with a blast. Pro plan, 400 Mbps or below. During testing, the router reached a speed of 690.52 megabits per second from 5 feet on the 5 GHz network. Other speeds I measured were 371.87 megabits per second from 25 feet and 155.54 megabits per second from 50 feet. Both on the 5 GHz network. These speeds are excellent for the price and make for a perfect router for the blast. Pro plan or below. You could even use it for the Extreme Pro plan, 800 Mbps, if you find the slight loss in speed okay. Range-wise, the router performed quite average, reaching around 90 to 100 feet. This is enough for a normal-sized home. The router also has good parental controls, which allow you to restrict what your kids can do on the internet and when they can use it. At number 4. ASUS RT-AX88U Modem and Router. The ASUS RT-AX88U is a fast router with great coverage, and it will work well with any Xfinity internet plan. During testing, it measured throughput of 927.17 megabits per second from 5 feet, 571.36 megabits per second from 25 feet, and 472.95 megabits per second from 50 feet, all using the 5 GHz band. These results are very good, with special weight on how good the speed was kept even at a distance. This, combined with a range of around 100 to 110 feet, makes the router great for you with a larger home. The router can also create an A-mesh network. This means that you can add another ASUS router to your network, increasing the Wi-Fi coverage in your home. The RT-AX88U also has great parental controls and costs. This makes it possible for you to restrict your kids' activities online and prioritize applications on your network. At number 3. Netgear Orbi RBK852 Mesh Wi-Fi. The Netgear Orbi RBK852 is a premium mesh system that I recommend for you with a large home that needs good coverage. During testing, the router reached 851.86 megabits per second from 5 feet and 540.76 megabits per second from 25 feet. These are two impressive results that are more than enough to watch multiple 4K movies. What differentiates the Netgear Orbi RBR852 from most other mesh networks is its satellite, which is nearly as fast as the router, with them reaching 85–90% of the main router from each distance. This makes it enough for any Xfinity plan. Overall, the biggest drawback with the Netgear Orbi RBK852 is that it doesn't support parental control or any costs. At number 2. TP-Link Deca S4 Mesh Wi-Fi. If you need coverage and don't want to pay a fortune, then the TP-Link Deca S4 is the perfect option for you. During testing, it managed to reach 317.27 megabits per second on the 5 GHz network from 5 feet, and 169.59 megabits per second from 25 feet. This makes the router possible to use with a blast. Pro plan. But in all honesty, it's a better fit for the Performance Pro plan or below. The Deca S4 also supports both parental controls and advanced costs, making it possible for you to restrict your children's actives on the internet and priorities data. Its biggest drawback is how much speed the satellites lose, with a fallout of around 60–70% of the router's speed. This makes the mesh network a bit slower than other alternatives. At number 1. TP-Link RT-A7 Wi-Fi Router. The TP-Link RT-A7 is the router I recommend for the Performance Pro plan, 200 Mbps or below. In the testing, the router reached 438.39 megabits per second from 5 feet, 123.53 megabits per second from 25 feet, and 57.31 megabits per second from 50 feet on the 5 GHz network. And from 75 feet, using the 2.4 GHz network, it reached 14.90 megabits per second. These are some good results that should be enough for a family of around 2 to 4 people to use the internet without any issues. From a range perspective, the RT-A7 signal also reached around 80 to 90 feet. This makes it enough for good coverage in a normal-sized home. The router also has parental controls, guest network, and costs. Even though I found the costs very underwhelming, as it only allowed to restrict bandwidth for particular devices and not for network actives. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you liked this video. If this video was helpful to you, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions related to this product, you can leave a comment down below. I will back to you as soon as possible.